Southeast Queens, specifically Queens Village in Hollis and South Jamaica, are the epicenter for hip hop in Queens and Long Island City. You started to see groups like Run DMC, who came from Hollis, become national celebrities, getting on MTV. So that all of a sudden brought a light to Hollis.
The library gave me the opportunity to be a librarian and also the chance to speak to my community. So I am taking something from the library and giving back to the community. I'm so proud and so grateful to the library. I have been managing this library for 11 years. So I observed how the community changed. I believe this community feels like somebody is there for them. We do a lot of cultural programs, writing poetry, and we have 2 book clubs, one in Bengali and one in English. For our young adult, we do have a very good collection of graphic novels. Now it is very popular, and young kids come in, then can I have their graphic novels? So we take down the notes, and then they come in next day, they found the book, they're happy.
When I go to the library, I just kind of become one with myself in a way, because it's like I'm more peaceful, more calm. I get to let out a little bit more of my emotions a little bit. My favorite series of comic books is probably like the Spider-Man Miles Morales. I can relate to the character. He's Black and Hispanic. I'm actually Black and Hispanic. And he's really righteous in a way. He's very outgoing. And I really feel thankful to just read those books and find out I'm like somebody that people go off of. Over time, I learned that I gotta be someone that sets things in motion, someone that helps out the community. More people should start coming to Queens libraries for sure, to start learning new things and just to pretty much break out their own shell.
So during the pandemic, we wanted to figure out how we could connect with the community. I said, let me get on Instagram and let's see what happens. And I would start talking to folks, and they would just be so happy to just hear a familiar voice, hear some information about what was happening at Queens Public Library. People like to hear stories that they can relate to, and I try to bring those type of stories. We've had Slick Rick talk about making the transition from being formerly incarcerated into the workplace. We had Damon John come in and do a book talk. And the legacy of a community is so important. Bring this information to the library. It's so important that we tell the story of what hip hop is all about as an American culture.
I feel like learning from other people, it makes you a better person. You're learning about yourself in a way too.
Jelani Cobb came to this library and read books. He wanted to learn. So it reminds me when they are desperate to use the computer, asking for a book, and then we help them with the test prep. One of them may be like Jelani Cobb. So they will come back and they will give back to the library.
I'm proud that Jelani grew up in Queens, has very much been a successful author around the world, and people can hear his voice, and maybe in his voice you hear some of our voice too.